Hello, everyone. I'm today meeting runner for yet another compliance weekly. And let's go through our closed issues list. Just make sure I do not. Oh, come on, Zoom. When I have a small window, it is collapsing the share button, struggling me always to find it. Yeah, here we go. So the closed issues stuff. And the last one was split streaming submit button disabled. At least it is the one which is written here. So what we have is this one is add instance AVS as free streaming is closed. I believe not relevant anymore, right?
You're in the ready for development, not closed.
Ouch! Ouch! But how it is works? Why the last discussed issue was made it to the ready for development, not into the closed one?
I can see it
Uh,
in close too. I think it's fourth one from
Oh
in close.
yeah. Sorry.
I think it was a
Uh,
duplicate that got closed.
yeah. No, it is. It is like it was closed in the planning for breakdown state, so that's why. Yeah, sorry. So what we go is create audit event schema in ClickHouse.
Yep, this is with me. This is a migration for audit event schema in ClickHouse. So we now have a table in ClickHouse production.
Yeah. Mark is not here. I believe yet another E2E test fix.
I can talk to that one just quickly though, and the next one, actually. So the one above and Mark's one, there is a new report that's got put into the handbook page, which includes flaky tests and I can't remember what else, but a whole bunch of stuff that's been added to the handbook pages for each group, so we can see all of the flaky tests and things like that that are attributed to compliance. And so there was 3 for us. I went through them quickly, and these 2 were actually really old, so we're able to close them out quickly, which was great. And there's one that I've looked at scheduling in, I don't know, in 17.1 or something like that. So we'll have a look at that then. The SOC 2 based 7 criteria that was being promoted to an epic. So there is a starting 7 criteria that we'll look at adding to the adherence report as the next lot of adherence checks.
Okay. So filter group level audit events by subgroup and projects while streaming. Hitesh.
So now group level audit events can be now filtered as per namespaces, group and project namespaces. And that is in production and behind a feature flag, and I'll be rolling it out gradually.
Okay, great. These 2, I believe, are relevant for us for weekly. And so we go to audit event streaming admin tab to show in premium license. I believe this was a contribution from outside of our team, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, it was even weird. It is not tagged. It's support engineering GitLab. So yeah, I believe I was reviewing this one, if I'm not mistaken, on behalf of group compliance. So probably, or I'm missing that. Let me just very quickly check, because yeah, I was reviewing that, so I can. So it was very basic. Our audit event streaming was showing when we have premium license. Also, it is an ultimate feature. So they go ahead and just put it into the correct conditional to that feature should be available when we show it. So And I believe this one we already discussed, SOC 2 and recently delivered compliance issues are irrelevant for us. It's just a summary.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's also
Yeah.
probably not on the refresh yet because I really recently closed them.
Mm.
I closed the issues for the SAML-based MR approval. That's released behind a
Yeah.
feature flag. Yeah, those three belong together. That was merged today again, hopefully this time with less incidents and dramas. So behind a feature flag, and we'll be starting to roll that out to some select customers soon, and then probably do a score-based, not score, percentage-based rollout starting next week.
Are
Great
you
work.
able
Nothing makes me happier than so many bunch of RAID labels being closed.
Yeah, I was just going to ask, are you able to enable it for Sam's test group whenever it gets to production? Because that'd be cool to just test it out there as well.
That'd be a good one. Yep.
Cool, thank you.
Okay, so let's go to the planning issue. And let's see what we have here. So improve, manage / edit compliance framework MVC. This is actually a bigger one than I expected, but I've already I put it into review. So what we have right now, I've on this page, actually, I've fixed the responsiveness. It was a bit broken 5 minutes ago. I was demoing the same to Nate on 101. We now have the edit framework, which was previously a model. Now it is a separate page, which could be also easily integrated by other teams, because, for example, we might want to invoke this page based from security policies pages, and they actually have two options to do that, and both will work. One is to embed this to their routing, like to their view single page application, and this will work, or just link it via URL, and this will also work. So it will work for both scenarios. So it works for editing, it works for adding new framework. I've also added the set as default input, which was missing from the previous pop-up version. We have support this on backend. And basically, this is it. I believe we just need, and as we discussed with Nate, to add pagination here for the frameworks. And after that, we will be ready to flip the feature flag on. And probably the next step after flipping the feature flag on will be to get rid of the previous editing screens in the group settings, because the security team is already trying to security policies team is already trying to link them to their UI. So the sooner we get rid of them, it will be better for all of us. So this is it.
I would like to add one thing in this. So I have created an MR for filtering frameworks on the basis of, or searching the frameworks on the basis of their name. So we can, so will that be a part of this, or will that be part of
I will do a separate MR. I remember that we can now switch from two ugly queries, which was temporary solution, to a proper one. This will be a part of pagination, because it was related actually and was discovered as a part of pagination. Okay, so Sam, let's talk again about SAML SSO. So I believe.
like I just said, the part for the groups was released again. And currently I'm working on the similar version for instance level for self-managed. So they can also use this feature with their SAML setup on self-managed. That's currently exiting planning phase, starting MR phase, and still hope to get that released this milestone.
Okay.
Yes.
So migrate audit events to ClickHouse Cloud.
Yeah, this is with me. So currently, last week our MR for creation of table schema was merged. So we now do have a table on production, and I am just testing out the data transfer locally right now and making the code review ready. I'm planning of creating MR by today or tomorrow, and then hopefully starting the data transfer process next week.
Okay. So do anyone have any updates on adherence report improvements?
Yes, I believe filtering is in review right now. The export has been merged, I believe, or in the final, it's got all approvals and just needs to be merged. Grouping is in dev, and scan on demand is planned, but just needs to be started, which will probably roll over to 16.8.
Okay. Hasimar, our joint effort on improved admin and group level branch protection.
Yeah, currently I've created two MRs, both of them are in review. Um, yeah, and we have a new reviewer from Secure Code who seems to have some idea around default branch protection. So hopefully, I think they will review it this week, and I plan to get this done. I mean, complete the migrations in 16.7.
Okay, so compliance framework reports show linked security policies. I've created actually all issues and starting to work to edit. It is partially blocked by security policies backend, not that still in draft MR, but I'm working against that draft MR. So yeah, actually doing pretty okay. So streaming audit events to AWS as free.
Yeah, I can talk to this one quickly as well. The instance level APIs, it's the streaming is working. I believe it's like the create and list APIs merged. The delete and update APIs are in review, and the UI has a draft MR up. I'm just waiting for those APIs to get in before going into review as well. So instance level is on track.
Okay, so streaming audit event filter by subgroups, projects, MVC.
The MR
Also,
for filtering of audit events as per namespaces for group level is deployed, and I started working on the instance level MRs.
okay. And comprehensive instance level audit log and other audit stuff. No updates yet, yeah? No known updates. Yeah. And last but not least is increasing our E2E coverage. Also, with our test team reorg, it's a bit messy, I believe. Okay. Great. And so Camila is not with us, no QA counterparts with us, so I expect no design QA updates. So anything we would like to discuss before we stop the record? Okay, I guess no. In that case, thanks everybody who is watching this for any reason you are doing that. Yeah.